have done the math, and the math says that the Mackay Bulldogs are in the playoffs once again. Another big win this past week over Juarez Lincoln, the end around here from Randy Ivey, and from there a big dose of Ricky Rodriguez up the middle and around, and it's Mackay winning. So Mackay is in because they are 4-0. Haven't had their bye yet. There's no way they can be out of the playoffs. Palmview and McAllen Memorial right behind at 3-0. So Mackay in the playoffs. But first, before they get there, it's the battle for the city championship. Last year, Mackay won the district but lost the city championship to McAllen Memorial. Mike, here we go again. It's Mackay at McAllen Memorial. What's your thoughts? What's your pick?
Big game for both schools. Are they going to be able to slow down Trevor Spites? That's the big question mark to me. My answer is no. I think Memorial's going to win.
He's got Memorial.
I've got Memorial. I will not pick against Trevor Spates from now till he graduates. So there you go.
All right, so there's two for McAllen Memorial. Let's make it three straight. I've got McAllen Memorial winning for the second straight year. Although, as we know in this game, the team that is supposed to win never does win. That's the way it usually works. But how about those Palmview Lobos? We talked about them. They are on the edge of the playoffs, 3-0 in district. And, you know, they won 21-17. They're 5-1-1. All five of their wins have come at Pack Stadium in La Jolla, and they've got 2 more wins there. They're going to play 7 games in La Jolla. They can clinch the playoffs with a win against Juarez Lincoln this week. Joe, the Lobos are for real. We saw it at the beginning of the season. We're seeing it now.
Kudos to the schedule maker for getting 7 home games in the season. But, yeah, they took care of business, won the big games they needed to early on, and now we're in the position to win the games that they're expected to win. So, yeah,
exactly.
Playoff bound.
Final 2 games of the season, McAllen Memorial, but they'll already be in the playoffs by then, most likely.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like Joe says. I mean, playing at home really can pay off, and if you can take care of business like the way they have, yeah, you're in good position and you'll be in the playoffs. But my question there is, when the playoffs start, how will they respond to playing either at a neutral site or on the road?
All right, let's switch over quickly to 31-6A, the meat grinder, and talk about the Weslaco Panthers, because they had no mercy against Edinburgh North this past week. 62-10 is the final, coming off of a bye week. Before the bye week, their big win was against Edinburgh, and everybody said, oh, okay, well, you're supposed to beat Edinburgh. What will you do against North? Now they've beaten Edinburgh and Edinburgh North, and now Edinburgh has come up with a huge win against PSGA Memorial. All of a sudden, Weslaco at 2-1 looks like maybe they are going to be the team that comes in second. They've already lost to PSGA North. Mike, your thoughts on Weslaco?
Remember when I came here on the last time, the thing I said was, right now they are not ready to compete for a playoff spot or a district championship. So then they go on a bye, they made some adjustments, their offensive line gets healthy, and boom, 462 yards against Edinburgh High, boom, 511 yards against Edinburgh North. They went from scoring 75 points total in the first 4 or 5 games to 54 in the last 2, averaging 486 yards a game. I talked to Tony V last night, and he told me that the mistakes they were making were correctable, the special teams and the penalties. They feel like now they're in great shape. So then I asked him, are you ready to compete for a district championship? And he said to me, absolutely.
Well, they went from overrated to underrated to properly rated, Joe.
But the defense stayed the same, and they just had to get some offense to come help them out. And once the offense did, and they are, and again, the recipe for Tony V's teams is, how can I figure a way to motivate these guys? Woe is me, woe is me. No one believes in us, no one believes in us, and wham, here they are.
So now 31-6A with PSJA North on top and Weslaco East. Are they waiting for the Tinaco Bowl? No, because Weslaco East has got a huge game this week at home against PSJA North. Mike, what's your pick? Weslaco East hosting the Raiders.
The Wildcats are off a bye, an opportunity for them to get healthy, to make whatever adjustments they need to make. I picked the Wildcats to win this game.
Bye week home game, Weslaco East.
Well, let's make it 3 for 3. I've got Mike Burgett's team coming up with a big win over George Pena's upstart Raiders this week. That'll make the standings look even more different at 31-6A. We are coming right back on Sunday Sports Extra. Going to talk a little 4A ball. Going to talk about the La Feria Lions and how good are they in 16 4A Division I. Plus, the Battle by the Bay. Rio Hondo gets it done. We'll hear from the Bobcats next.